Welcome to episode 13 of The Week in Gear, the show in which I rank the most exciting guitar gear released in the last 7 days, all the way up to my pick of the week. So, if you're a gear addict, make sure to hit that subscribe button and prepare to get gas. This week sees a Fender Rumour almost confirmed and an Epiphone guitar that is certainly not aimed at the budget guitar crowd. We'll get into that in a moment after a word from our sponsor, 𝗬𝗏𝗡. 𝗬𝗏𝗡 exists to help you make your guitar better, and if you want to mod or maintain your guitars, a screwdriver comes in handy, right? 𝗬𝗏𝗡 have this screwdriver set made specifically for guitar players. It's got all the bits you need and none that you don't. It's also only 5 inches long, so it will definitely fit in your gig bag. I use this almost daily. So if you like tinkering and you need some top tools to tighten or transform your guitar, check out the link to 𝗬𝗏𝗡 in the video description and get 10% off thanks to your pal, TheGuitarGeek. Okay, let's kick off this week's most exciting gear releases with something silly from Epiphone. This week, we saw 𝗬𝗪𝗛𝗏𝗧𝗏 become the new permanent CEO of your dentist's favorite lifestyle brand, Gibson. And to celebrate this, Epiphone released a signature Les Paul that Tom Sawyer could definitely not afford. The Epiphone Alex Lifeson LP Custom Axcess has a mahogany body, a rounded mahogany neck with an ebony fretboard, and a Floyd Rose bridge and locking nut. It comes with an Epiphone ProBucker 3 at the bridge and an Epiphone Ceramic Pro at the neck. A quadruple A, that's 4 A's, quilt maple veneer, and does it come with a hard case? You know it does. So it's a signature guitar, I get that, and in the US this will set you back around $1,299. But here in the EU, you need almost 1,600 euros. And that just doesn't add up. This should come out at 1,157 euros, but there seems to be some kind of geographical tax that I don't understand. Now, I know I dump on Gibson a lot, because it's easy, but this Les Paul is spec'd like an Epiphone. But Epiphone used to be the brand for the working man. I know that time doesn't stand still, but with Epiphone prices seeming to be consistently shifting upwards, does this mean that Gibson are going to introduce a new budget brand into the limelight? Maestro by Gibson, perhaps? I would love to know what you think about this, and if anyone can explain why this guitar is so much more expensive outside of the US, do your thing in the comments section. Okay, number 3 goes to EHX with another signature product, the new Walking on the Moon in conjunction with Andy Summers of The Police. If you're into The Police, I urge you to go and watch the official release video for this new flanger because Andy Summers explains why he sounds like he does because of chords and pedals and things like that, and I found it truly very interesting. Whenever I think of Andy Summers' sound, I think Electric Mistress, the classic flanger from Electro Harmonix. So, it makes sense that he's partnered with them. The Walking on the Moon, or 𝗏𝗏𝗡, if you will, is a flanger meant to celebrate Andy's guitar sound while playing in the legendary post-punk band, The Police. However, it does look like a deluxe Electric Mistress XO with a facelift. On the pedal, we have controls for color, range, and rate, as well as a filter matrix switch, which disengages the LFO from the flanger circuit, freezing the flanger, giving a fixed filter effect. I'll be honest, I don't know what that means, but it sounds damned impressive. But those are the same controlled as the Deluxe XO, just named slightly differently. EHX has now discontinued the Deluxe Electric Mistress XO, so I would love to know if this new pedal is the same circuit, or if it's had some changes that satisfy Andy's needs. The Walking on the Moon, or 𝗏𝗏𝗡, is coming in at $129 plus tax plus shipping, and it's only available direct from EHX at the moment. But you do get a power supply and a Walking on the Moon 𝗏𝗏𝗡 poster, however. Also, side note, Andy Summers is 80 years old. Have a look at the release video, he looks amazing. Flange must be good for you. In at number 2 this week, some new EVH Frankenstein Relic guitars. Although not available until September, EVH have just announced 3 new stripped back Relic Superstrats in red, white, and black, but not red, white, and black. That's the Strat with the stripy one, the one that's all those 3 colors together. I hope that makes sense. These come equipped with a Floyd Rose trem and locking nut, an EVH D-tuner for instant dropped D-tuning, and an EVH 𝗬𝗙𝗪𝗔𝗕𝗟𝗏, as well as a dummy neck pickup. As for controls, it's got a single volume control, which is labelled tone. I love that. The body is basswood and the neck is a bolt-on quarter-sawn maple neck with 22 jumbo frets and Goto tuners. It comes with a gig bag and 9 to 42 EVH strings. Price? €1,399. Honestly, these are at number 2 because I really dig the red color. The specs are good and that EVH name has a price, but I really think that these are a little bit too expensive compared to the rest of the Super Strat market. Now, I expect these to really appeal to Eddie Van Halen fans, but anyone on the lookout for a shreddy Strat style guitar that can take a beating is probably better off looking at an Ibanez for around €1,000 instead. Although, I know that is terrible advice because we all know that we guitar players buy with our eyes, and I'm pretty sure that I would also ignore that advice and just get the EVH because it's pretty. Oh well. Andy's Pick of the Week. My pick of the week is the reissued Tom Delonge Strat, and a whole lot of hope. That's because this guitar is still currently just a rumor, but now it seems this rumor can only really be true, and that has me so excited. Tom posted a photo of himself and a pristine looking guitar on Instagram this week, which makes me think that it cannot be a first run model. It looks brand new. If you combine that Instagram post with the leak that 𝗚𝗓𝗏𝗏 posted a few months back, we could very well be looking at the guitar actually coming out very soon. As it's still a rumor, I can't give exact specs, but as it's also a reissue, it's very likely to be the same as the first run, which had a hardtail bridge, a 70s large Strat headstock, and of course a single Seymour Duncan Invader at the bridge. 𝗚𝗓𝗏𝗏 also leaked a price of £1,299, which, if true, is a huge increase on the original Made in Mexico version, which was $500 in 1999, which, with a little bit of math, converts to about £700 in today's money. So, an increase of almost 100%. Made in Mexico signature Fenders can now cost around that, so I would not be surprised if that price is correct. Just take a look at the 𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏 signature Jaguar, for example. However, with this guitar, the price of used first-run Fender Tom Delonge Strats have gone through the roof recently. In fact, a dear friend of mine just sold his for over €2,400. If this Strat does well, then I would expect to see a Tom Delonge Stratocaster come along very soon after that, and hopefully even Squier versions of both models. But don't worry, if and when this Strat comes, I will most certainly get one to review on this channel. Now, I know I complained about Epiphone's pricing, so I should give Fender the same treatment here, but at least Fender still have Squier to satiate our quickly emptying pockets. And I'll leave you asking you to join me in hope that this guitar is real, because I've always wanted one, but missed out back when they were new, and I definitely don't want to pay €2,400 for one. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you to 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 for sponsoring, and if you enjoyed this and want to be kept up to date on all new guitar gear, go ahead and click there to subscribe. Let us all know what your pick of the week is in the comments section, and as always, links are in the video description for up-to-date pricing in your region. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!